Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and in front of you we have the euro over the US dollar chart. As you can see, today's trading session we haven't really done much. We had the inflation data out this morning for the Eurozone and Italy, and I think it came in a little bit worse than expected, 1.3 versus a 0.8%. Nothing nothing abnormal, but I think from here onwards we just have to be patient for the euro US dollar. I think if we get that fall down towards that 1.16 area, this is an area where you can pick up some value in the euro US dollar and buy it back up towards at least 1.18 area, and then potentially even back up towards 1.20 area. I'm not necessarily wanting to short it here because there's not much reward towards the downside, but I would much rather buy it down at 1.16 with a tight stop loss just below, because if we break below the 1.16 area, this could open the gates up to 1.14, because the next area where we found some support would be this 1.14, even all the way down to 1.12. So that could really open the gates to a big move towards the downside. But I still do favour the euro US dollar long term. We have seen some strength in the euro as of recent. And from a technical perspective, yes, the euro US dollar is looking bearish now, but I still consider the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are telling me, especially with tonight, with Joe Biden announcing this $3 trillion infrastructure deal, that I still do believe there is the possibility for more weakness to occur for the US dollar, and therefore the euro could still perform rather well against it. One thing that hasn't helped the euro as of recent is their terrible logistics plan with regards to the vaccination. They've failed to kind of get hold of a large number of vaccines, and they've been very bad at distributing them through the likes of France, Germany, Spain, some of the top European countries, where it's vital for their for business to be open as per usual to help the Eurozone. The Eurozone have done a very bad job at organising that, so that's why we have seen a significant amount of weakness in the euro as of recent. In America, I think there's been over 189 million vaccinations being sent out now, and over 140 million vaccinations jabbed it into the population's arms, and with a population of just over 330 million people, that's pretty good going. It's over the half of the that's over half of the population, where with regards to the Eurozone, there's still a lot more vaccinations to be given before they can announce that. So I think that's why we've seen some temporary weakness here in the euro US dollar, but I think it will come back, especially once the businesses open as per usual, and going into the summer months, things start to look more on the up. But for now, I'm sitting on the sidelines waiting for that dip down towards 1.16. That's where I would become a buyer, but equally I'd be willing to buy it above the 200-day EMA, above 1.18, and trade it back up towards 1.20.